Hey everybody, it's Sam from 3 out of 4 and welcome to Behind the Shoot of Rain. Hey everybody, how you doing? So most of you will know that our song Rain has recently turned a year old. And in a few months' time, so will our music video. We've had quite a few people who have asked us, what went into the process of making the music video, and also where did we shoot it? There's a lot of mystery behind the video, and I think there's a lot of interesting information. So I'm actually going to take you guys round where the video was shot and give you that little inside look into how we made the music video. So here we go. Here it is. No, it's not my shadow that I'm looking at. It's this. So this is the location where we actually shot the music video for Rain. As you can see, it's a small abandoned building not far from where we actually live, and we just thought it was an absolutely perfect location for the video that we decided to shoot, as you'll see when we go in. So let's go in and have a closer look. Okay, so here we are at the front entrance. As you can see, pretty big building. Couple of remains of what was absolutely smashed in the music video. If you've seen it, you'll have remembered some of the scenes where I just absolutely go ham on some of the equipment that we used. But this is what the building actually looks like. It's some sort of old, it's a very old abandoned building. It was used for some sort of manufacturing purpose back in the day. And we just thought it would be an absolutely amazing place to shoot it, because it would fit with the themes that we had for the song, about isolation and almost a sort of self-destruction and anxiety. So, for a place like this, as you can see, there's loads of different rooms. We used some of the rooms for the shooting, and yeah, it just was a perfect location to kind of communicate the themes and to also have a really amazing sort of shot for when we were performing as a band. As you can see, we performed in front of this pile of rubble here. Duncan would have set his kit up here, and the rest of us would have kind of worked around him. So it gave us a lot of room to move around and just really put an energetic performance to what would eventually be the final product of the music video. We go over into this almost secondary room. You'll remember in the music video there was this extra room that we used where I was basically on my own. It was part of the second day of shooting. We had a pre-day of shooting and then 2 main days, where basically the second day we came back and patched up a lot of the additional stuff that we had. But this is the room that we used, and really spacious. And we just found loads of different bits of like rubble that were left over, and you can see there's some of the bits and scraps from when I was in here shooting for the video. And if we turn over here, actually, so got this sort of like weird cable. You'll have seen me throwing this around in the music video. And if we go over here, in fact, there's lots to look at and lots of stuff that we used. This little chair, you'll remember I was sitting on this chair, and we just thought this would be a perfect kind of prop to use. This, these rooms that we used were perfect because you've got the big open spacious scenes, and then you've got the rooms that were much smaller, which we're going to look at later on. But and along with all the debris and rubble that was left over, it really communicated the sort of level of destruction that stuff like anxiety and depression and mental health, all that stuff can kind of bring to people's lives. So in the end, this shooting location, even though it was fairly close to where we were, it ended up working perfectly for that sort of minimalistic feel that we wanted to go for. Here, some of you will recognize this room that we're actually about to enter. So if we enter in here, we use this room fairly sparingly, but there were a few really good uses for it. If we actually come over here to this part of the room, you'll recognize this shot that we used. This part of the video is where we had this sort of pane of glass, and there was a camera that I was kind of like holding at the time, and we thought it would be an amazing effect to actually throw it out this window and see if we could get a good shatter effect. And the thing is, I actually missed where I was intending to throw it. It ended up landing right here. But on the video, it just looked absolutely amazing to see this sort of shatter come across the video right as the chorus kicked in. So it was a perfect, a really perfect shot for the video, and really emphasized the sort of energy that the chorus brings into the song. You're probably going to be wondering, Sam, how did you do the shoot based on the weather on the day? Was the weather like it is? I mean, the weather today is actually, absolutely beautiful. If we go outside from this room and look up, that is absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely amazing weather today. That's why I brought over you guys for this shoot for today. But the weather on the shoot was absolutely horrendous. Usually when we had to wrap up because there was rain or, God forbid, snow in the shoot, we would usually pile all our stuff into that room or on the other side room that we used as well. We would have to stop, I don't know, 2-3 times every hour because the rain was so intermittent, which ironically worked in some instances for a song called Rain. But having to jump between the various shoots made it a very tiring day. We were shooting this video for a very long time. I know it doesn't look very long on the actual video, but it took us quite a long time, and that's why we came back for multiple days just to try and get some B-reel footage. But I think in the end it did work out, because it forced us to take a very minimalistic approach to how we create the video. You'll notice the black and white filter throughout all of it. We thought subtlety would work quite well with the message that we're trying to communicate in the video. Even with all the interruptions in the video, I think it ended up working out really well, and people still really enjoy the minimalistic approach that we took. So in the end it worked out all right, even though the weather was nothing like how it is today. So we've already looked at one of the smaller rooms in the video, and in here is actually where the other room is. Now, when we shot in here, we thought that the lighting was going to be an absolute pain, because it's actually so much darker in here than you realize. But we ended up finding that the lighting actually worked perfectly. As you can see, there's still some rubble left in here. We brought some of this stuff in here as well. And on here, over the wall here, that's probably a footprint left from when I was kicking the wall at one sequence in the video. And up here, got your classic 3 out of 4 logo, as well as a little reference to the song. There's a little atom bomb and the dropped an atom bomb on my shelter, drawn by Mia, who does a lot of the artwork for the band. She did the artwork for Rain, as well as the atom bomb artwork that you see on a lot of the t-shirts. And we would just set up cameras kind of around the room. We would often have like some cameras that were clipped up here, although that ceiling is actually coming apart now. It was nothing like that when we were here on the shooting of the day. And usually we'd have a camera just parked in that room, and yes, that is a toilet. It was a perfect room to get a lot more of the isolated shots, as well as the shots of people just playing their instruments as well. You'd have Duncan racking his kit up in here, and it looked, he really gave it loads of energy when we actually shot the video. So we had a really good blend of small isolated rooms and big open spaces to work with, and that just it really built up the video and built the sort of scale that we wanted to fit with the message of the song. And that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys have enjoyed coming along with me and seeing the inside look of Rain, the music video. It was such a fun, whilst there was loads of challenges, as you saw throughout the video, it was such a fun experience to actually have a proper shot at making a video. We all did it on our own backs. We didn't have a massive team behind us, so for it to turn out as well as it did, it's just, it's absolutely incredible. And for your guys' reaction to be as positive as it has been with the video and the song, we can't thank you guys enough. So thank you very much for coming along today. Look forward to seeing us again, whether it be at a gig or at another one of these videos, and we will see you all again very soon. Take care.